Panda diplomacy. It's a phrase that has become popular the world over. Since the foundation of the People's Republic of China, the charming panda has become a symbol of international friendship between China and other countries. And recently, during the visit to Belgium, Chinese President Xi Jinping and his wife Peng Liyuan, together with Belgium King Philippe and Queen Mathilde, attended the official opening of a rather special habitat or panda embassy for two giant pandas. Also during the U.S. First Lady Michelle Obama's recent visit to China, seeing pandas was an important part of the scheduled tour, more as a visit than to discuss foreign or domestic policy. In China, pandas have been viewed as a national treasure, and actually China has a longer history of panda diplomacy than most know. Official documents show that during the Tang Dynasty over 1,000 years ago, the Chinese emperor sent a pair of pandas to the Japanese emperor. So how do Chinese net users view China's panda diplomacy? What kind of benefits and disadvantages do they think such furry diplomacy has brought to China? Do they think it's just a token gesture that ends up leaving the recipient with two black eyes? Now, to hear what's being said by the online community, let's join our researcher, Esther Dong, in the newsroom. Good day, Esther. China indeed has a long history of panda diplomacy. Can you first give us some background information, and how much do net users seem to know about it?
Hi, Scott. Yes, for sure. I've seen plenty of posters sharing their knowledge in this field. First, we have Wang Teng, who writes on nfdaily.cn. When the People's Republic of China was first founded, pandas were sent to other countries to foster friendship with them, but only to socialist countries like the Soviet Union and North Korea. And in 1972, China sent two pandas to the U.S., which caused the panda fever there. In recent years, the countries that our pandas have toured have expanded together with China's expansion of its diplomatic strategies. And Beijing Times newspaper published an article saying, in the early 1980s, when the number of pandas in China decreased sharply, China stopped sending pandas as gifts to other countries. And in recent years, we have developed a new way of doing research to increase the number of pandas, to send pandas to some other countries. And this net user on xinhuanet.com offers the following figures. I once read some documents saying that currently there are a total of 47 pandas living in 18 zoos in 13 countries and regions. And in these countries, the U.S. has 14 pandas, ranking number 1, while Japan is the runner-up with 6 pandas living there.
Well, just so the viewers know, by panda fever in the U.S., you weren't referring to an influenza outbreak similar to the bird flu. As I was saying before, pandas have been considered a national treasure in China. So how do users view sending such a national treasure abroad for diplomatic purposes?
Well, on this question, based on what I've seen, lots of posters welcome such a move and think it's a wise strategy. One typical example on this side of the fence is Luo Yueling, who comments on Weibo.com. I support panda diplomacy. The image of pandas is far more popular than that of dragons in Western countries. Well, just to explain briefly, in China, dragons are something considered as lucky and royal, well, it's almost the opposite in most of Western countries. Next, we have this poster from Beijing, who comments, I hope these pandas can keep healthy in other countries and make more contributions for our country. But there are also some net users who find no point of doing so, and they aren't slow to express their complaints. Like 浪漫也简单, who says, pandas are a national treasure as opposed to a tool for diplomacy. And 我是副主席 writes on Weibo.com, saying, these pandas are superb. They've been sent to so many different places. Has anybody considered their feelings?
As to your first commenter, I have to agree that monstrous fire-breathing dragons don't exactly invoke a warm and fuzzy feeling that says, let's be friends. Lastly, Esther, since lots of posters you quoted there give a thumbs up for panda diplomacy, then what benefits do they think the unsalaried diplomats with paws have brought to China?
Based on the comments I've seen, many posters think it's good for China to develop diplomatic relations and friendships with other countries. First, listen to this poster who writes on his blog, saying, China has benefited a lot from panda diplomacy. It helps China to build a good image and develop friendships with other countries. And also it helps China to get funds to protect this valuable animal. In terms of developing international relations, every country will try their best to show their sincerity. By sending pandas to other countries, China can show its sincerity. And then we have this poster on huanqiu.com. The pandas have been seen as soft diplomatics by other countries. Since the 1950s, these pandas have helped China to develop relations with the US, the UK, Japan, Russia, as well as Taiwan. Finally, I'd like to wrap up with this take from Feng Yun on Baidu.com. We can make some money since it's not that we give them for free, but we sort of rent them out. What's more important is that we can develop friendships with people in other countries, and people in other countries can learn more about China in this way.
Thanks, Esther. And that was China Take researcher Esther Dong with a look at China's four-legged diplomatic corps division.